Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and I heartily welcome you to this very important meeting. All right. So, without further ado, I'm just going to go straight into the first talking point. The two stages of our growth. Please pay attention. I think after this particular talking point, I'm going to pause and take questions because it's very important that we all understand it. It's very, very important. And I'm going to be very blunt with you guys because that's how I've always been. Because I've always said that this is a community, right? So there's something we will do and there's something you need to do for us to be successful. So we would do everything within our powers to do what we are supposed to do. But at every point in time, we have to keep educating and intimating the community so that they are abreast of what they are supposed to do so that we can be, successful with this project. All right. So, and for this to happen, you need to understand the stages of our growth. Because if you don't understand the stages of our growth, you might not have the right expectation per stage. All right. So the first stage is the proof of concept stage. Now, I want you to understand something. Let me explain where we are going to with the arbitrage platform. And when I say arbitrage platform, I'm really talking about staking, arbitrage, and DexRat because those three products all work together as one, right? Now, let me tell you where we are going with the arbitrage platform. We are actually planning at some point to transition to a platform that lists third-party projects. And that is what we mean when we say arbitrage as a service platform. So the same way Binance lists different projects and traders can go on Binance and trade those tokens, right? So the end point of this arbitrage platform is not just for the Witty community to be able to trade. We want to also be able to list third-party projects so that they can bring their communities to trade the same way Witty community is trading right now. So the stage we are right now is a proof of concept stage. What does it mean? It means that we want to be able to generate results, to be able to tell or show those third-party projects that, look, if you list with us, you'll probably be able to generate the kind of results that we have generated. All right? We show them our transaction volume. We show them the users that we have acquired. We show them all of the buzz happening in our ecosystem without management spending a dime on ads. And so we'll tell them that if you list on our site, our platform can help bring the kind of eyeballs and balls that you brought to our project to your project. And then we'll be able to list them. So the stage we are right now is proof of concept. For us to have that proof that we can now use to go promote or market or attract third-party crypto projects to come and list with us. Now, when they are listing with us, they are having access to our staking platform. They are having access to our arbitrage platform. They are having access to our debt swap. They are also having access to our remittance platform. They are having access to our crypto debit card platforms. So those are the 5 things I don't have access to. So think about it. Imagine, let me see who is on the line, who is on the call. Imagine Solomon has a crypto project called Solo Token. And his use case is something in the gaming world in crypto. But we're not telling Solomon that, look, if you list on our arbitrage as a service platform, aside from the fact that your community will now be able to make money now, trading on the arbitrage platform, which will make them happy to now start promoting you, which will now enable you to acquire a lot more users. Aside from that, your community will also be able to use your token to do remittance, use your token on our crypto debit card and all of that. So aside from us helping third-party projects to create awareness for their project, we are also going to be adding value to their project on top of their use case. Are you guys getting it? So the stage we are right now is the stage where we want to prove that concept, that it can actually do what we said or what we are saying it will do. Are you guys with me? So that is the stage we are right now. So in other words, this proof of concept stage is not the stage where I would expect the price of Witty to really move. The price of Witty could appreciate, it could go up, and that's amazing. But that is not my expectation, because that is not the objective of this stage, all right? The objective of this stage is that people are able to trade and make money. The price of Witty is not dumping as people are trading. It is holding or fluctuating reasonably, how a coin or a token should fluctuate in the market. That is the objective of the proof of concept stage, right? The moment everything I've said is done, we move to the second stage, which is the scaling stage. Now, this is the stage where the price of Witty is now going to moon. Why? Because we have proven the concept. All right? We have proven the concept. And that is why it is important that you understand these phases of growth, so that your expectations are in check. You know what to expect at each of the phases, right? So the first phase, proof of concept phase, what are you to expect? We are to expect that community members are going to be able to trade and make money without the price of Witty dumping like so much. It should be fluctuating like how every other market token should. Go up, come down, go up, come down. That is what we should expect in the proof of concept stage. Once that has happened, okay, before I even go to the second one, now, what it means for what I have said now to be possible, where people are trading, making money, and the price of Witty is not dumping, it means that there has to be promotion happening, right? So the essence of the arbitrage platform really is user acquisition. As you are trading and making money, you are not supposed to keep short. You are supposed to go out there and tell people about how you're making money, so that they can come and make money, so that you too can make more money as they are trading and you're earning commissions. That is the essence, right? Now, once that has happened, we transition to the second stage, which is the scaling stage. Now, this is when the price of Witty is now going to appreciate. This is when the price of Witty is going to move aggressively, and I'll tell you why. Because in the scaling stage is when we are now going to be launching our arbitrage as a service platform, is when we are going to be launching our launchpad, and it's also when we are going to be listing on the tier 1 exchange. Now, these three things I have mentioned now, if you really understand how they work, then you understand when I say that this is the stage where the price of Witty is going to move aggressively. Now, let me take them one after the other as time will permit. The arbitrage as a service platform. Let me just give you like a high-level explanation of how it works, because of time, of course. So when third-party projects list on our arbitrage as a service platform, first, they're bringing all their community to us. Just like all the communities that Witty is going to be attracting to the arbitrage platform now. Now imagine 10 or 15 other crypto projects bringing communities to us like that, because for their community to be able to trade, they have to come first of all to buy Witty on our DEX swap, because the arbitrage platform for the third-party projects, it is Witty that will be used as transaction fees. So that means that everybody that wants to trade arbitrage on those third-party projects, they will have to come buy Witty first. The same way you go to buy BNB Smart Chain for you to be able to do transactions on your Trust Wallet or MetaMask. That is the same way they would have to come to the DEX swap, buy Witty, and hold Witty in the smart contract of the arbitrage platform, so that as they are doing their transactions, it is that Witty that will be debited for their transaction fees. Now, again, imagine you have 10 to 15 third-party projects who are listed on our platforms, and all their community are buying Witty to trade arbitrage, not on Witty arbitrage, but on those third-party arbitrage, right? Like Solo token, Emmanuel Ebenezer token, all of those tokens. They are not trading arbitrage. They're not trading BUSD and Witty. They are trading BUSD and those tokens. But for them to be able to do that, they have to first and foremost buy Witty. So there's going to be a whole lot of demand for Witty, right? And because these Witty that are being bought are not used on our platform, are not used to do arbitrage trading. So that means that the BUSD that these people are bringing and introducing into the DEX swap to be able to take out Witty is going to create a whole lot of liquidity, which is what is going to make the price of Witty to really move. I hope this is clear, guys. The second thing is the launchpad. Also, the launchpad is where third-party crypto projects that we have verified come to raise money. And so our community members are now going to be able to, crowdfund for those projects in exchange for equity. Now, all of the users, including the users of the third-party platforms who have listed on our arbitrage as a service platform, will also have access to our launchpad. And before you can have access to our launchpad, you must take Witty. Even if you are trading any of the third-party projects listed on our arbitrage platform, if you want to invest in any of the projects on our launchpad, you must take Witty first. And that means that they will have to come to DexSwap, buy Witty, take Witty on our staking platform in order for them to have access to the launchpad. Now, again, they are not staking Witty because they want to trade arbitrage on our platform. They are staking Witty because they want to have access to the launchpad. This again means that we are going to be having a lot of BUSD coming into the DexSwap and Witty going out. This will lead to appreciation of the Witty token. And then finally, the tier 1 exchange listing. Let me explain this in a way that will make sense to a lot of you. So in the crypto space, when we talk about listing on an exchange, is quite synonymous with how companies in the traditional space list on a stock exchange or goes public, right? So when a company goes public, what happens? They now have access to a pool of capital from the capital markets, right? Now, what they usually do before they go public is that they start to do things that will make investors to notice them. They start to do marketing events, they start to sponsor events, they start to do PR, they start to engage influencers, and do all kinds of, the executive team will begin to grant different interviews, they start to go for media rounds. All of these things are geared towards creating a whole lot of buzz and attention in the market, so that when they finally list on the stock exchange, a lot of investors already have heard about them and would want to be part of that particular shares or stock, right? That is also how it works in the crypto space. Before you list on an exchange, right? In our case, a tier 1 exchange, we want to make a whole lot of noise, right? First and foremost, we would have been making a lot of noise from the arbitrage platform. The fact that people are trading, people are making money, community is growing, there are testimonials, people are promoting, people are recruiting. That is one. Two, we are also going to be launching the arbitrage as a service platform. So there's already going to be a whole lot of noise that, wow, there is a platform that third-party projects can list on and do arbitrage. That is one buzz that will be going on. Secondly, the launch part is another buzz that will be going on. Now, what this means is that by the time we are now listing on an exchange, the traders on that exchange probably have heard one or two things from all of the noise you are making, from different channels, from different products. And they will feel like, wow, these guys have an amazing use case. And the chances that they want to trade our token will be a lot much higher. Are you guys getting? So this is the phase when the price of Witty is really going to appreciate, right? Now, if you understand, okay, before I proceed, let me stop so that I don't inundate you guys. Okay, so I was what the next thing I was going to say was going to mean me entering into the Witty business model. So before I get into that, let me give 5 minutes to be sure that you guys understand what I have said so far, right? So if there's anything I've said so far that you do not understand, please ask the question. I have just 5 minutes to take that. I want to appeal, stay on the topic of tonight, all right? Don't ask me anything I'm not talking about, all right? I want to be sure that what I have said tonight is absolutely clear. First and foremost, before the question starts coming, if what I have said is clear, give me a yes in the comments. Just type yes. Everybody, please. If what I have explained is clear, give me a yes. I want to gauge how well we have done, all right? If what I've said so far is very clear, give me a yes. Flint Hair says brilliant. Chris Balaka says great try. Well done, sir, to you and the team. Thank you. DMS says yes. Emmanuel John, yes. Ebenezer, yes. Man DM, yes. Bright Mbamalu, yes. Okay, lots of yeses. Abdul Karim, Flint Hair, Pastor Chris, P, Dr. Smile, Nathaniel, Oluseun, Zalmon, Bamitele, OJ, Dennis. Okay, good. If there are things you don't understand from what I just said, please ask your question. 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, I'm on to explaining our business model. After that, I'm on to showing you our roadmap, and then we can call it a day.